guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another fashion DIY. So in today's video we're going to be transforming this kind of oversized t-shirt. Now this is a long sleeve one, it doesn't have to be for this DIY. You can use a short sleeve one, you can pretty much use any sort of top actually. You'll see in a minute how to cut it, but even a tank top will work. So whatever you're working with, you should be able to make this out of. So this is what it looks like. I'll throw it on now so you guys can get an idea of kind of the size I'm using to do this DIY. So this is how the top fits before we begin. So as you can see, I've just opted for quite an oversized top. I don't wear it as it is, so I thought let's have some fun and chop it up. So all you're going to need for this DIY is a pair of scissors, and I do recommend going for a top that's a little bit big for you, just because it gives you more to kind of work with, but you'll see as this DIY goes on why I say that. So let's get started. First things first, lay your shirt kind of as neatly as you can, seam to seam, just flat with the front facing you. So what you're going to want to do is find the midpoint, so you go from the armpit to the base and find roughly just above the midpoint on either side, and that's where you're going to stop, and then we're just going to cut a line going up like that. To do this we can cut the neckline like this. And I'm just going to do it by eye. You can mark this on, just make sure you don't cut both sides of the t-shirt. So we're just going to go nicely, curve it round to roughly the midpoint of the t-shirt and just stop at that seam. Just like that. And now you just want to match it on the other side. So we're going about there. So again, we're just going to pick that sort of side. Like so. So you should have something like this. So it's kind of shaped almost like a racer back top. So before you do anything else, just cut along the top here. You want to just cut a straight line, so just go right beneath the collar and just cut straight across, as we want that just to be neat. So I just cut the collar off, so you can see that sort of collar bit there, because we don't want that. So now what we're going to do is flip the t-shirt over, and so you should have the back. Now this is very simple, this next step, just pull the back so it's an even with, so it's lined up with your other seam, just because you want them to be the same length. And find the side where you've cut the front bit, and you're just going to follow the t-shirt along. Again, make sure you're not cutting through both sides. And we're just going to cut, cut, cut. And if you're more comfortable with it, you can mark on the t-shirt before you cut, so you can kind of measure it and make it all perfect. I just like to rough it because it always turns out the same. So now you should have something that looks like this. So it's still all connected as one. So we've got the back bit here and then this upper bit here. So we can turn it over and it looks something like this. So you should have something like this now, where you've got kind of 4 of these panels here. So I'm just going to cut my label out, just because for some reason this t-shirt has the biggest label ever. The next step is we're going to slice these upper panels. So you want to leave the bottom 2 as they are, because they'll just tie together like that. But these ones you want to just slice into a few strips. So I think I'm going to do mine about 1 centimetre in thickness. So again, if you'd like to measure this, you can, but I'm just going to rough it and just do the same number on both sides. So I'm just doing 1 centimetre strips like that. So I think I'll end up with 6 by the looks of it. Or maybe 7. I'll just do 6, it'll be fine. So they don't have to be all perfect thicknesses. You can see mine vary quite a bit. So you just get kind of a strip of them like this. So I've done 6 there, and then you just leave the bottom one as it is, and do that on this side as well. So now we're going to work on this upper bit. Now for this one, we're going to cut a vertical line down, but you want to stop it where it starts curving out. So I'm just going to line mine up as best I can. This way you see how uneven my lines are, because I didn't actually measure anything, but you'll see you don't need to measure it too much. When it's on, you'll see it looks absolutely fine. So we're just going to cut a vertical line to about this point here. So just neatly down the center. And I've just stopped there, so you can see my sort of length. Now what I'm going to do is about 2 inches down to this point, I'm going to cut strips. So you want to just kind of fold it and pinch, and then just bring that slit all the way down. And we're just going to do that every kind of 1 centimeter. So just like this. And you just take it all the way down and just make sure they start at the same point. So I'm just adding another strip to the side panel here. So this one will obviously start a little bit lower, it's just because my fabric curves out quite a bit, like that. And maybe, yeah, just another little one here. Like so. So I've got something like this. So I'm now just going to replicate this on the other side. So you should have something like this now, where you just have kind of a shredded strap, but the top portion is uncut, like that. So now we're ready to try this on and see what it looks like. So I'm going to use my mannequin here just to help me show you how to actually tie this on yourself, and then I'll try it on for you guys. So let's spin her around. So all I've done so far is I've just loosely tied those bottom two. So these are the top panel that you cut. So this bottom panel, when it's on you, you just want to tie that nice and tight. And what I'm noticing is my top was probably a little bit too big to make this into like a really tight crop top, but we can still make that work. So I'm just going to tie that into a double knot. So the front now looks like this, so just a lot more cinched in. Now these panels here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross them over one another, like that, and then we're just going to lay them on the shoulders there, because that's the top bit, and then we turn it around, and so we should have these two little like tags here. We're going to take the right hand side at the base here and tie it to the left hand neck one. Hopefully the right one doesn't disappear on us, and we're just going to tie a nice knot between the two, like this. That. And then we get like this nice little pretty shoulder accessory, if you like, and then we're just going to do the same to the other side. So take all of these strings here, try and not twist them like I have already done, and just neatly kind of pull them over and then tie it to the other side. Dun, dun, dun. And again, you can adjust this on yourself. I'm just showing you on the mannequin just so you get an idea of kind of how it goes. Like this. And then again, you can kind of, I quite like how they look just as like little shoulder pad frills. I'm going to flick these ones this way. Da, da, da. So it looks something like this. So now you can play around with how you have the back, because you can always like plait these or do cool stuff with them, but basically what you have is a nice little tie at the base and then a beautiful crisscross back, And then the front just looks like this. So you have this lovely kind of detailing around the neck and just this lovely kind of frame. So let's put it on and see if I look like that. And voila, it fits perfectly off the mannequin. Only thing I would say, these tassels don't look good on the shoulders like I thought they would after tying it on the mannequin. So I think because I'm slightly different size, they've tied in a different place. But they have potential to be very cute if you kind of adjust them and like have them as little kind of shoulder detailing. But the back of it is so sweet, being like a crisscross, and I love how it's turned out. I just need to learn how to tie a better bow. But one thing I would say is this DIY will work really good on t-shirts even less baggy than the one I used. So you can't actually see any of the seams here because obviously it goes very tight. So I've actually taken it in more than half the t-shirt, if that makes sense. So the side seams are somewhere in that knot. So if you're kind of similar to me, go for smaller t-shirts as well because you can still make really cute tops. But I love how this neckline looks, and I think it'll also look lovely without the cuts in. So I'm going to try it just doing it as like solid pieces just to make a very simple one, and then maybe also do it where you can't see all these tassels or knots and kind of keep it very flush. And I think it'll make just really nice kind of basic crop tops. So to make it in like black, white or grey, you can wear them every day with pretty much everything. So I mean, look, it just goes so nicely with jeans. Like I'll actually wear this quite a lot, I think. I just need to kind of work out all the ties because it's a bit too knotty for my taste anyway. But thank you again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.